President Trump says it appears missing journalist Jamal Khashoggi is dead, saying it is very sad and there will be severe consequences depending on the results of the Saudi investigation into the incident. Correspondent Wyatt Goolsby reports from the State Department. Good evening, Wyatt.
Good evening, Lauren. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is asking President Trump to give the Saudis just a few more days in order to complete their investigation. Pompeo says he wants to see the results of both that Saudi Arabia-led investigation and a separate Turkey-led investigation before the United States decides how to respond. He's hoping to get a complete picture of what happened to 60-year-old Jamal Khashoggi.
Mike Pompeo meeting with the president at the White House after returning from a quick trip to Turkey and Saudi Arabia, asking questions about their investigations into Jamal Khashoggi, a Saudi national and U.S. resident who disappeared 2 weeks ago.
I told President Trump this morning that we ought to give them a few more days to complete that so that we too have a complete understanding of the facts surrounding that.
Khashoggi, who wrote critical articles of the Saudi crown prince, was last seen on October 2nd when he entered the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, Turkey. He never came out. Turkish authorities, who have been combing the facility, believe Khashoggi was killed. The Saudis have denied involvement. The president has changed his tone, moving from threatening Saudi Arabia to saying there should be no rush to judgment.
They're an important ally, but I want to find out what happened, where is the fault, and we will probably know that by the end of the week.
The president's political opponents, like House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi, accuse him of covering for Saudi Arabia for financial gain. Some publications report $100 million pledged this summer from Saudi Arabia to help fight terrorism arrived in American accounts on Tuesday, the same day Pompeo arrived in Riyadh.
The president has been very clear. He has said, follow the money. If we have a good commercial deal with Saudi Arabia, we shouldn't be concerned if they're killing journalists.
The president denies those claims. After his meeting this morning with Pompeo, Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin announcing he will not attend an investment conference in Saudi Arabia next week. Other financial ministers from the UK, France, and Netherlands have also pulled out, all saying they will wait until the investigations are over.
Secretary Pompeo also said today Saudi Arabia is an important counterterrorism partner and strategic ally in the Middle East. They also buy billions of dollars in U.S. weapons, some of which is used to counter their adversary, Iran. Lauren?
Correspondent Wyatt Goolsby reporting from the State Department. Thank you, Wyatt.